Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last.
Well guys, welcome to another video with the BRZ TS, and hopefully from today onwards we won't have to worry about oil temps anymore, because today is the day that we're going to install our Jackson Racing oil cooler, and that guy is getting off the highway apparently. But anyways, we're actually on our way to GSI Motorsports right now to go ahead and get this thing installed, and I'll show you guys a little bit about the install process, but the majority of this video is going to be seeing what the car does in terms of oil temperature once the oil cooler has been installed, because it's honestly, without the oil cooler, it's very easy to get these cars very toasty in terms of oil temperatures in a short period of time, even on a mountain road, much less a track day. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get to the install, and then I will talk to you guys after that.
All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on. Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last.
Yeah. Alright, just left the shop. Current oil temp is about 140-ish. And I'm gonna see if it gets much above the like 220 mark. We'll take it for a little drive and we'll see what happens. I can tell you it's taking longer to heat up now for sure. We added an extra quart of oil per the Jackson Racing instruction manual, and we checked it after we ran the car for about 3 to 4 minutes, and it read kind of right in the middle of the dipstick, so we left it there. And I'm very curious to see, also, considering the fact that this is a thermostatic oil cooler, it should warm up fairly quickly and then open up into the cooler. So I'm very, very curious to see what happens with this setup. I don't know what temperature the oil cooler thermostat is supposed to open at, so I guess we'll find out by keeping an eye on the temp gauge. At about like 160 now, 160, 170 range. At least that's what it looks like. Not quite to 190 yet. Continuing to keep a bit of an eye on it. All right, y'all, I've been driving for a few minutes now, and we're out on the highway, and the hottest I've seen it so far is just a tick over 190 degrees, and that was while sitting in traffic at a stoplight. Keep in mind, it is 89 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and now that we're out on the highway, now that we've got some airflow, it's dropped back under 190, so probably like, I don't know, 185 to 188. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it to a nearby mountain road, and we're gonna see how it does when you're a little bit more in the high RPMs, a little bit more sustained throttle, and obviously it's not going to get up to the temperature that it would get to on track, but it'll at least give me a little bit of an idea of how much the temperature is going to fluctuate. So out here on the highway though, it's definitely lower than it was before. I mean, I remember out on the highway before, it was a little bit over 200, probably like 205 to 210 on the highway before the oil cooler. So it's definitely working, and it's definitely doing its job, and I think it'll take a little bit more driving time to just sort of get an idea of what the new average temperatures are. But the real test of it is going to be at Road Atlanta next weekend. So, and I don't know when this video is going to go up, so it may or may not be like next weekend according to the date when this video gets posted. But with that being said, I'll obviously be filming at the track, and I'll be reporting back to you guys on the performance of the oil cooler. So, all right, we're going to do a little bit of driving, and then we are going to pull over and pop the hood and take a look at some of the fittings and stuff like that. But we're also going to watch the temperature gauge, and let's see what happens to the temp. I'm just going to sort of ease in the RPMs. Like maybe a tad above 190 now, but not much. Back to low RPMs now. Oh geez, sidecar. Oh God, I might have to go down to first gear. About 200-ish right now, which isn't bad. Before, the cooler, even a little bit of higher RPM driving would get you to 215, 220. Looks good. Everything looks good right now. I don't see anything leaking. which is a big plus. Look around that side, seems fine. I didn't see anything dripping down here. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but no seeps, no drips. Obviously, you can only see so much from these angles, but hopefully we're all good to go, and I'm crossing my fingers and hoping for the best.